Make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face.
Shh! Everybody quiet, quiet. Wake up, employee! Your boss don't love you. Your company don't love you. It's time to wake up! Alright, listen up, employees. Drill Sergeant MyJobKiller here. And today we're talking about a very important subject. One of the things that I hate, and we have a problem with most employees that want to be entrepreneurs, which is the first principle that they miss, and one of the first principles that they get messed up in life. And one of the reasons, the top reasons, if any other reasons that there is, that people do not reach financial independence. On my last video I talked about financial independence. One of the top reasons why people don't reach it is because of lack of persistence. And a lot of people think that they don't have a lack of persistence, but they're not continuously to do what they need to do on a daily basis in order to reach their goals in life. Now this video is going to be a little bit long, so if you're easily distracted, pause this video, cut all distractions, everything that you're doing off, and pay attention to this video, because if you're watching this video and you're about to turn it off, I can guarantee you have a lack of persistence, even to watch a video. Your attention span is that of a net. You are here, you're there, you're everywhere. So, cut all distractions off. Watch this video, it's going to be a little bit long, because I want to cover some important information so that if you're trying to reach your goals in life, you're trying to go from an employee to an entrepreneur, there's different steps, there's different things that you need to follow and pay attention to. So, we're going to get right into it. Persistence. First and foremost, what is persistence? And why do you need it? How do you develop persistence? And what are some of the traits that you know that you have a lack thereof? Persistence. So, we're going to go over a book that I study every day. A man who has taken 20 years of his life, putting it down in a manual, okay? 20 years to 25 years study successful people and what makes people unsuccessful. I study it every day. If you want the true principles of success, you need to pick this book up and study it yourself, which is no other than Napoleon Hill. Most everybody that's in top positions, everybody that have made success in this world have studied this book. So if you're not studying this book, you are at a very much so of a disadvantage. So we're going to go over, first and foremost, the first thing we're going to go over is what are some of the things that you know that you have a lack of persistence, some of the symptoms of lack of persistence. So we're going to go over it right now. And of course, Napoleon Hill has a chapter on persistence here, so we're just going to go ahead. I have 16 of them, so I'm going to go through them pretty fast. I'm not going to really comment on most of them, but you should write them down. Pause the video right now, pause it so you can get a paper and a pen and write these things down, because you'll know how to correct them. And then we're going to go over how to actually develop persistence in your life. So, the first one, failure to recognize and clearly define exactly what you want. First, that's a symptom of lack of persistence. Number two, procrastination, with or without cause, usually backed up with formally erased alibis and excuses. Number three, lack of interest in acquiring specialized knowledge. Number four, indecision, the habit of passing the buck on all occasions instead of facing issues squarely, also backed by alibis. Number five, the habit of relying upon alibis instead of creating definite plans for the solution of problems. Number six, self-satisfaction. There is but little remedy for this affliction and no hope for those who suffer from it. Number seven, indifference, usually reflected on one's readiness to compromise on all occasions rather than to meet opposition and fight it. Number eight, the habit of blaming others for one's mistakes and accepting unfavorable circumstances as being unavoidable. Number nine, weakness of desire, due to neglecting the choice of motives that impel action. Number 10, willingness, even eagerness to quit at the first sign of defeat based upon or more of the 6 basic fears. Number 11, lack of organized plans. Placed in writing where they may be analyzed. Number 12, the habit of neglecting to move on ideals, to grasp opportunities when presenting itself. Number 13, wishing instead of willing. Number 14, the habit of compromising with poverty instead of aiming at riches, generally absent of the ambitions to be, do, and to own. Number 15, searching for all shortcuts to riches, trying to get without giving, a fair equivalent usually reflected in the habit of gambling, endeavoring to drive sharp bargains. Number 16, and this is the last one, fear of criticism, biggie, a fear of criticism. Excuse me. Fear of criticism, failure to create plans, to put them into actions because of what other people will think, do, or say. This enemy belongs at the head of the list because it generally exists in one's subconscious mind. Ain't nobody thinking about you or your plans. They're too busy thinking about themselves. So fear of criticism, you might as well do what you're going to do and reach for success, because it takes that much more energy, to go ahead and reach for success as it does to actually do nothing and fail. So, continuing on. Where it is the presence is not recognized. See the 6 basic fears in later chapters. I'll cover another video of that before. But now we're going to go over how to develop persistence in your life if you have any of these symptoms of lack of persistence. Listen to me, and listen to me very carefully. You will achieve nothing in life, nothing, if you don't have this principle of persistence. And if you have any of these lack of persistence, any of these symptoms that may come up in your life, then you need to check yourself against this list. You need to correct them every single day. If you read the list of lack of all these persistence, you could check yourself against them every day and correct them to become better at what it is that you want in life. Nobody on this earth will reach to any high stations in life if they lack persistence. So, if you lack persistence, I'm going to go over how to develop persistence in your life. Very important, people. This is not just a video. Pause this video. If you have not written down what I just went over for the persistence on symptoms of lack of persistence, you need to pause this video right now and go back and rewind it and actually pause it and write down each thing that I went over. And now I'm going to go over how to develop persistence, which is very important. If you don't have persistence, you need to develop it, because it's one of the foundational keys of success. So we're going to go over it right now. How to develop persistence. We're just going to go over the steps here. So number 1, a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. You have to know what you want in life and exactly writing it down, detailed, what it smells like, what it feels like, how do it feel, what do you see, what's in your environment, who's around you. A detailed plan of what it is that you want, a definite purpose. Number 2, a definite plan expressed in continuous action. Okay, so you have a purpose, and then the purpose is not complete until you actually have a plan to fulfill the purpose. So, getting clear with the details and making it into a detailed plan and reviewing those plans. Now listen, your plans may not be, you don't have to come up with a perfect, foolproof, 100% plan that's unfailable. Most likely 9 times out of 10 your plan's going to suck in the beginning anyway. So, go ahead and write down the plans that you think are best right now. And as you continuously to develop each and every day and take action every day, you'll start to develop better plans. You'll see things that's not working and you can correct the plans according to the actions that you're taking every single day. Okay? So, number 3. The mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influence, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. Okay, so anybody that's trying to get to any station in life, you have what you call, I like to call it the crab effect. You have a bunch of crabs in a pot, right? One crab trying to reach it to the top to escape. All the other crabs, what do? They pull the other crab back down. Why is that? because it's called the crab effect. Everybody's in the same pot, pulling down, pulling down. Relatives, friends, or anybody else that's in a station in life and is not proceeding or getting better in life, of course, they may comment, they may say something, they may do something that may pull your mindset down. So you have to be strong enough against all negative influences. And first and foremost, when you first start out, keep your plans to yourself. Right? Keep your plans to yourself. It's much safer like that than to share it with other people that aren't doing anything. If you want to share your plans with anybody, form a mastermind group. And I'll shoot another video in reference to that. But form a mastermind group and share your plans with other people that are looking to achieve better or have achieved better than you have. Okay? But if you try to share your plans with other people who are not achieving or not doing anything in life, guess what? It's going to be the crab effect. They're going to try to pull you back down. So keep your plans to yourself and only share with people that are achieving more than you or have more than you. Okay, so number 4, a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one of the following through with both plan and purpose. So a friendly alliance, we just talked about that. Having individuals in your circle that encourage you. Okay? First and foremost, you shouldn't have nobody in your circle that's going to make you feel worse than what you do. For some reason, I don't know why it is, most people have a unnatural, unintelligent disposition for people that criticize them and want to be around them. Why would you stay around people like that who criticize you? Why would you stay around people that are not doing anything in life? Or matter of fact, it's just, you know, breathing free air. Why would you hang around people like that? If you're trying to achieve success, you have to start to find and move some things around in your life, move people around in your life, and start to get better people and surround yourself with better people that are going to encourage you to reach higher in life. Okay? So developing persistence and being persistent, I covered here. And you know, if you have a lack thereof of persistence, you have the 4 steps on how to develop it. And you wrote down the list that I told you to write down. You will actually be able to look at that list every day and realize that there's things that you need to correct. Listen, if something is out of sight, it's out of mind. But if you pay attention to it every single day, you have it written it down, you're going over it, guess what? It stays constantly on your mind. And then it starts to seep within your subconscious mind, to where you start to perform actions that you haven't performed before, because you constantly have this thing of, I want to be persistent, I want to reach my goals in life. So therefore, if you're constantly have your mind placed there, therefore you're going to achieve your goals. And another thing that I want to add here before I close out and tell you what to do after I finish. Understand and realize that just because you take persistence and start an action, it takes time to build momentum. So success is not going to be achieved overnight. Nothing in nature happens, pow, it just happens. It don't work like that. It takes a time, it takes a process. And these principles and these things that I'm giving you to transform you from an employee into an entrepreneur, it takes time. It takes your ability to concentrate and to look at the principles and to analyze the principles and to assimilate the principles within inside of yourself. So nothing is going to happen overnight. You have to realize this. Stop wanting something for nothing. You know, it's better to enjoy the journey on your way to success as opposed to just wanting something overnight. It's not going to happen like that. Everything in nature takes time. So if everything in nature takes time, it's going to take time for you to build persistence. If you've been sitting on your butt all day long or for a couple years, you've been eating unhealthy food, you've been doing this, you've been doing that, which are all negative habits. If you've been doing this, it's going to take time for you to build this persistence up. But start. That's the most important key. Start. First and foremost, just start. One step will get you to the next step. And then the next step. And before you know it, you have momentum going. So, this is what I want you to do now. If you like these videos, I want you to like and share them. Share it with somebody that you know will benefit from the information. I go over this information, which is Napoleon Hill's book, and I endeavor to imprint this stuff on my subconscious mind so that I can perform the actions on a daily basis in order for me to reach more success in my life, okay? So these are the things that you want to share with people. Don't be stingy, with the information. As you help others, you'll be helped yourself. And as you review these videos and start to write down some of the stuff that I'm saying, what it end up happening is that it'll get you better and it starts to transform you. A transformation takes place over time. So, like, share these videos, and comment down below. Give me your questions. Give me what it is that you think make a persistent person, or where do you lack persistence that you can know that you can improve on, and share it below of these videos. And I'll talk soon.
You big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we